Adrian Peterson says gay marriage is, quote, not something I believe in. The topic came up during an interview with Sirius XM NFL Radio. Peterson was asked about Chris Kluwe's release from the Minnesota team and whether his public advocacy of marriage equality played any part. Peterson said, quote, to each his own. I'm not with it. So, Jordan, he's totally entitled to his opinion, right? Do you think, though, he'll suffer any backlash from this?
Well, there's a couple things to consider here. One is Chris Kluwe, who has been extremely supportive of gay marriage, gay rights, was cut by the Vikings, and a lot of people thought that Kluwe, who's a very well-respected punter, was cut as a result of that. Then you have Adrian Peterson, who's arguably the best player in the league, coming off of an MVP season, to come out and say this. Not great timing for him, especially considering the team he's on after Kluwe was cut. That being said, he went on to say, Peterson did, you know what, I have family members who are gay. It's fine with me. I don't treat them any differently, but I'm just not with it, as he said. So the backlash won't be as bad because he did add that, but there already has been some backlash, especially on Twitter.
It's funny because Kluwe didn't face much of a popular backlash, even if what happened with him and getting cut from Vikings had something to do with what he was saying.
Yeah, and he is a HuffPost blogger.
Yeah, exactly. And what we'd find with Peterson is that he might face a popular backlash, but he likely won't face any kind of professional backlash.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if the NFL made a move here in terms of a fine. Definitely will not be suspended. And it's different than like when Mike Wallace came out and said it, the wide receiver for the Dolphins, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think people took it a little more as criticizing. With Peterson, it didn't come across, I don't think, quite as badly, and he added the family element. So he's okay, just not great timing, especially considering the team.
But this seems to be kind of the future of discourse when it comes to same-sex marriage, marriage equality, anywhere, not just in athletics, right? You'll have people who say, you know, I'm not on board with it, but, you know, to each his own. Right, exactly.
And it's disappointing. Peterson has been a face of the league. You would have liked to see him come out and be more supportive, but it is. You're always going to have detractors. And the NFL, some people say it's the hardest sport to come out as. Some other people think, you know what, it's actually the easiest. There's so many different guys in the locker room. If you have, maybe in the NBA, one guy comes out, there's 12 guys, it only takes a couple, and the whole locker room's thrown off. The NFL, people think it's easier, and as a result, I think most fans and players would expect there to be more players to come out in the NFL before the NBA or Major League Baseball. Disappointing from Peterson, though, I have to say that.
Now, do you think the first active openly gay player on the soccer field on MLS?
Roger Rogers.
Yeah, do you think his experience will at all play into what we might see in other major American sports?
Well, he's actually the first active because Collins didn't have a team, like you said. I think he'll inspire more. Robbie Rogers has been out for longer, with a lot less fanfare, certainly, than an NBA player. But I do think that there's been more so than anything else, a positive reaction to that, and I think it will inspire more. And so far with the Galaxy, he's been treated very well, and I think that's going to help. I really do.